Sounds Nice single edition where we just tackle one topic in 10 minutes or less. I'm one of your hosts, Timothy. Glad to rock with you.
Welcome to my mic sounds nice. This is Kevin, aka Reggie Jacks. Welcome.
My mic sounds nice. Super Bowl night. Let's get into it.
All right, so our first My Mic Sounds Nice single, Super Bowl 56 halftime show. What say you?
Kev.
First thing, I enjoyed it. I had a great time. A much greater time listening to it than my son did. A couple of things really stood out to me initially. 50 Cent. Well, no, you know what? No, I'm gonna start with what I liked. I love the lineup. I love the lineup. I love the energy. I loved how they had older people throughout, even as far as Kendrick with his S1Ws and stuff like that. And I started from there, and I'll let y'all jump in.
Hip hop won tonight.
Without a doubt.
They won.
Yeah.
They put on a high quality show in front of the world, in front of mainstream America, and stage setting was flawless. The performances were flawless. The sound was phenomenal. So much to the point that the first 20 seconds or so, I was like, are they lip syncing?
Yeah.
Then I was like, did they record the lyrics, live and then put this over? And it took me almost 30 seconds to say, wow.
Nah.
They really
they're rocking it.
They on that sound.
They're rocking it.
Yeah. Even with the musicians. Yeah. Like there was a point, it was like, my wife was like, are they playing?
Yeah, the musicianship, the sound mix, engineering, spot on. I mean, you wouldn't expect anything less from Dre, but when you get it, you still gotta appreciate it. Yeah.
And he was actually, that board worked.
Yeah.
That board he was on wasn't a prop.
Yeah.
He was. If you watch the show, there are parts when, say, Eminem is performing and Eminem is in the shot and Dre just kind of in the background. He's working the board.
Yeah.
And then when he performed, another gentleman that I think was in the band, like the piano player, he got up and he started working the board. And then the way they had the set all white.
I love the set.
Yeah.
And they made the set functional to the point of it didn't just look good, but it was a way to deal with five performance.
I was,
and then you got.
I was watching it on television, and then it's 2022, so I download the Pepsi app on my phone, and so the phone was giving you the 5G 360. So while you could look at the performance on the stage, which would be the top of the house, with the app, you was able to see, people dancing throughout. So it just added different layers, and the fact that the bottom the stage was like they were on top of Compton. So it was a lot.
I love the stage. I love the setting. They shout out that their love for Compton in LA was evident, and they rode that. Even bringing out when Anderson .Paak came out with Eminem, it's a nice little surprise out there.
Yeah. Anderson and 50 weren't surprises, but they were great additions, I thought.
Yeah. Well, 50. I mean, if you're talking about. You had Death Row / Aftermath or Aftermath / Death Row. 50's gonna fit.
It was all Dre,
but
it was all Dre related. I think the only thing that I think the song that 50 chose, I probably would have went for something else, because when you have to do so much editing for just the just within the chorus, when you're singing the chorus and he sang the chorus twice, that concerns me. Just because I know that when you're facing kind of this larger audience, I don't want anybody to be able to start giving it a black eye, pointing, oh, this is negative and you've got this going on. And of all of the performances, his was the one that was kind of...
Well, I think In the Club is, it's a commercial hit that everybody knows, even older white people.
It put him on the map. But speaking of editing, had to go back because you did say it'd be hard to do this without going through it twice. So looking online, there was a lot of brouhaha about the NFL making them edit anything that would be controversial to the police. And so when you go back and you listen to Kendrick and We Gonna Be All Right, and I think we hate Popo, that gets edited out. And then Dre's,
but not Dre's though. Dre said he still not messing with the police.
No, he didn't say messing. Yeah. He tweaked the line.
Or whatever he said.
He tweaked the line.
But I'm saying he said I'm still not. It was a negative statement towards the police, and I didn't know what was going on. What you're talking about?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh wow, he said that. So that line stuck out to me. So that was him. That made it.
That
through.
Was him being defiant. And then hearing about Eminem wanting
was defiant
to kneel,
too,
and like he brought it up like, hey, I want to kneel, and then the NFL was saying no, don't do it, because he wanted, and so he did it at the end of his performance and stayed in that position, I think, for a minute. So when Dre gets on the piano, he's intentionally staying in that position,
kneeling with his head
I
down.
mean. To me, the controversy isn't or 50 and In the Club, Kev. It's Snoop in them Crip colors, Crip walking, throwing up the C at the end of his performance. That I was like, whoa.
And that was also part of the contract. I mean, here's I will say. When Kendrick was doing this line, my son, my 16-year-old child, he picked it up immediately. He was like, "What? We can't say the police?" And so he pointed it out to me like immediately. I guess that's because as a contemporary of his, he's keyed into that.
But the beauty of it is, it's like, okay, you're gonna tell me I can't say this line, but I'm gonna have these brothers, and so I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, this is to me kind of the Beyonce joint with the brothers. Then I'm looking online, and some people was like, yo, they all look like Malcolm X. And so it's like, oh, the similar movements when my man was like, if Brother Johnson dies. But then, like, Kev, you started off like the S1Ws. So whatever entry point you could pull so much from Kendrick's piece, I was just sitting there like, bro, we need an album. Like, we need an album.
Now, he won. he to me, Kendrick was the performance of the night. He won.
Yeah, it's like,
he definitely
we need an album. And I think Mary's No Drama, like the whole losing my mind, I don't want to lose my mind, I want peace of mind, kind of flowed into the Eminem, you got to lose yourself, because she had even referenced that a couple times during the week. But I was hoping for a New York Real Love hip-hop remix in there. But this was the night for the West, so, It is what it is.
It was one of the things that I'm worried about, like back in the day with the Super Bowl, they can be, they're not nice people when it comes to the performances, and they hold people accountable to those contracts. So like MIA back in the day, when she did Paper Planes and she gave the finger to the camera when it got in her face, they sued her for $16.1 million.
Wow.
They ended up settling out of court. But they went back at her, and MIA had no $16.1 million.
That's why she was MIA.
And so I just wonder if they're going to be coming back at them now. It might be a little different because this is Jay-Z produced and Jay-Z's partnership.
Yeah, I think it's a good point, but I think they're scared of the smoke, Kev. I think they would look bad publicly. I think they just. Yeah. But what I'm worried about the Snoop stuff, because that's a layup for lazy mainstream reporters, and that will stick out to them.
Yeah, but they're gonna find something anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came out they said they didn't want him to come out in in gang paraphernalia. I'm like, yo, let him come out in blue.
Well, he came out in an outfit that was a blue bandana. with gold in it, but then he's able to be like, "Hey, I was repping for the Rams." But we all know. So
yeah, he changed the shade. The shade was a little bit
was
lighter.
just a smidge, but come on, we all know.
Yeah.
We all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Threw
I
up
mean,
the
you know,
C at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't see the throw up the C, but I mean, you know, he crip walked multiple times out there. But you know, it's that's what you expect.
And then you
Yeah.
bring out the brothers and the Dickies, and it's like kind of
Yeah.
gang related, but we smoothed out.
Yeah.
Like we.
And they were crip walking.
That's what I'm saying. When gang movements get choreographed, so you know.
Yeah, man.
But overall, it was a great show. I feel like hip hop won, definitely one for the ages, on the quality of the show. The set was incredible, and salute to Dre and everybody that rocked with him.
Yes,
No doubt.
Definitely shout out to hip hop. Loved it. Loved the show. Brought me back. First time I've been able to watch a Super Bowl halftime show and feel and reminisce.
Yeah, but if anything, a parting shot, like you said, they were really good, but Kendrick won. Like, yo,
Yeah.
Kendrick is on one. Like,
Yeah. He won. 50 was a little bit out of breath,
and a little out of shape.
which, yeah.
People was online.
Them
People
checks,
was
them
online
star
saying
checks.
people was online calling them 75 and 76 cents. So
God, people are such
I know
haters,
exactly.
man.
So brutal.
The world we
so
live in.
brutal. Shout out to the Power Universe. So, but you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yo, man,
Yep.
this is my Mike
Good
Sounds
one.
Nice single. You're gonna get it raw, unedited. The NFL didn't tell us we couldn't talk about Popo, so that's why we ain't bleep ourselves. Till next time, check us out on our Mike Sounds Nice regular EP. This is Tim signing off.
This is Kev.
My mic sounds nice. This is A.
No more
Hey,
drama.
Peace.
No doubt.